Hello everyone. Welcome to Gokul Education Society's Central Coordination Committee for Junior Colleges Nashik Zone's online teaching program for class 12, subject English. In this video, we shall discuss one of the most inspirational poems, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow by Edgar Guest. If you have observed, there is no question mark at the end of the title. However, it is a question. Before we go to the poem, let us have the concept of the meaning earning tomorrow. Look at the names which are given here on your screen. Looking at these names, what comes in your mind? Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Baba Amte, Sudha Murthy, and your recent hero, the figure from your Bollywood fraternity, Sonu Sood. Why all these names might have been given here on the same platform? If you think twice, you'll realize all these people, these personalities, have given their lives for the society. They have done something better for others. They have put others before themselves. And because of that, they have earned their tomorrow. That does mean that earning tomorrow means doing something for others, making them happy before yourself is what should be the motto of your life so that you earn your tomorrow. As you earn your salary, you should earn your tomorrow. Your tomorrow is always better. Your tomorrow means your future is bright if you do something good to others. So, whatever selfishness, whatever narrow mindedness we all have, let us put that aside and have these questions which Edgar Guest have for us, and then let us see whether we fit into the parameters. So, who's this Edgar Guest? He was born in England, shifted to America at the age of 14. He is known as the people's poet because if you read the other poems of Edgar Guest, you will realize he uses simple words, however, he touches the hearts of people, and that is why he is known as people's poet. Edgar Guest began his writing career in 1895 at the age of 14. So, at a very young stage, he started writing. He is the first and only Michigan Poet Laureate. His poems are very inspirational and they have optimistic view. His pen name is Eddie Guest. He was an American writer of newspaper and magazine, and those who follow Reader's Digest might have come across this name more than twice or thrice. So Edgar Guest, a very famous American poet and writer, has few questions for all of us which can give us life skills which we can cherish forever. So what is the poem all about? Let me read the entire poem and then we will go stanza by stanza. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along, on a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Were you selfish, pure and simple as you rushed along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Can you say tonight, in parting with the day that's slipping fast, that you helped a single brother of the many that you passed? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? You might have observed there are questions in each of the stanza. Let's see the meaning now, stanza by stanza. Very simple words are used. Hardly there are few words which you never might have come across. Let us discuss them as they come. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? So, throughout the poem, Your routine is being judged. Throughout the day, the way you behave with others, the comments you give, the compliments you give, the criticism you give, it has direct effect upon others. So, the poet wishes to ask us, rather, these are the questions for our self introspection. अगर ये सारे सवाल आप खुद को पूछोगे तो आप खुद को कहाँ खड़ा पाओगे ये आप सोचिएगा. Is anybody happier because you pass his way? We pass most of the people throughout the day. Nowadays, of course, it is difficult for us to pass each other, but whenever you pass others, are they happy because you came, or they try to avoid you? Ask this question to yourself. Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? Are you worth remembering? Is your presence that way positive? Did you help somebody? Did you make their day by giving them compliments, by behaving good with them? So at the end of the day, they remember that this person behaved in such a good manner that I still remember him. Has it happened with you? This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. Toil is to work hard. So hard work of the day is over. It is almost evening. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? This is very, very important, friends. People talk very good when you are there, present, in front of them. At your back, in your absence, do they speak good of you? If they do, you have done something good for them. You have done a positive thing. God is happy with you, and that is why God has given you one more positive tomorrow. So, if these things happen with you, you can say you have earned your tomorrow. Try to recollect the names which were given. Gandhiji, Mother Teresa, they have done so many things for others, not only for the sake of getting fame and name, but because they felt something within. They felt that I should help these people, and because of that compassion, they have done. So, do you have that genuine kindness in you? If you have, you might have done these good things for others, and because of that, perhaps even in your absence, people are talking good about you. So, if this happens with you, you are a good person and you have earned your tomorrow. Stanza 2 talks about the same things, same questions. Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? Now, this is very important because you say hi and how are you just for the sake of your routine part. Do you say it genuinely? Are you cheerful when you are doing it? And do you do it every day? These are the questions which are hidden in this one question itself. How do you treat people? Whatever mindset you have, but do you make them feel happy when you greet them or you avoid them? This is the question. If you avoid, you should not do that. All these questions are rhetorical questions. They do not mean to have answer yes or no. These are only checklists. As I already mentioned, self introspection. Whether you do it, if you do not do that, start doing it. When you say hi, good morning, when you are very cheerful when you meet others, others automatically feel that charisma, that magic of your personality, and they often like to meet you. Or otherwise, if you have your dull face, if you try to avoid them, saying that I am not in a good mood, people will definitely avoid you next time. So, did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along, or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Throng is large crowd of people, a huge crowd. So, or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish. Vanish is disappear. आप सबको हाय हाउडी मीन्स हाउ आर यू बोल के कहीं पे चले जाते हो. Do you get vanished, or you deliberately show your good manners so that the person should get impressed and then should deliberately talk good of you? So whatever good deeds you do, you should do it without any expectation. Only one expectation that we all should have is the person should feel good in my company. I should give happiness to others. That should be our only motto. Were you selfish, pure and simple as you rushed along the way? That is what it means. Were you selfish when you did all these things only because you wanted fame, only because you wanted appreciation, if you have done that, that is not the real good deed. Good deed is to do it without any expectation for ourselves, without being selfish. Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Whether a mighty person, whether a powerful person, or an ordinary person, was he or she happy because you did something good to them? So every day we all should do something good, not for the sake of our mental satisfaction only, but for their better life as well. So if you make others happy, you feel happy and God becomes happy with you. That is the entire connection of human lives. In the next stanza, there are few other questions which Edgar Guest puts before us. Can you say tonight, in parting with the day that's slipping fast, the day which is going very fast, can you say tonight to yourself that you helped a single brother of the many that you passed? Brother means a fellow person, anyone whom you met, not your brother in relation, but a fellow person, countryman. So, did you help at least one person every day? Can you say that? When you go to sleep, can you confidently say that, yes, I helped one person today? And that help does not mean actually helping a person physically, helping them to cross a road, helping them to fill up the details of the bank coupon and all, but helping by making them feel good also is a great help. If you appreciate a person for a perfect outfit or for a wonderful speech, that also is a help. It's a mental help. You are boosting their mindset. So think what good deed you can do every day and try to have that, so that when you finish your day, you have your satisfaction that yes, I tried to make a day of this person at least. Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? That's why I said helping by appreciating people, that is also a help. It is giving them happiness, rejoicing. Rejoice is becoming happy, being happy. So, is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Did you do anything to a person who was depressed so that now he is looking ahead with courage? So, have you done anything because of which a person has now moral support and feels positive about life, feels positive about his career, about his studies? Is he now facing the challenges with courage only because of you? Have you ever done that? So the poet is asking us all these questions so that we ask ourselves, am I like this? Do I do these things? And if not, let us start doing it right from today itself. And the last stanza, did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Look at the words carefully chosen. Did you waste the day or lose it? Have you done something good or you just wasted it by being selfish, by getting indulged in your own mobile, your laptop, your life, your problems? So, if you are self centered, you are wasting your day, you are losing it. Or was it well or sorely spent? Was it spent well? That you got mixed up with your friends, you gave them some good advice, you commented on their something good deed that they might have done, you made them felt good, you helped your family members in the house, you took care of somebody who was ill. Have you done that? So was it well or sorely spent? Or was it spent in a very negative way? So, how have you spent your day? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? Such a wonderful expression is used here. Trail of kindness. Trail is mark, evidence. So, when you finished your day, what is there in others' mind about you? Is it kindness that you possess or there is a scar, there is a wound of discontent, of dissatisfaction. So जब लोग आपके बारे में सोचते हैं, दिन भर जो भी आपने उनके साथ बर्ताव किया है वो अच्छा सोचते हैं या बुरा सोचते हैं? वो कल सोचेंगे कि आपको मिलना है या वो आपको टालते जाएंगे? What have you done that people have kindness about you, or they think about kindness that you possess, or the dissatisfaction that you have given them? As you close your eyes in slumber, slumber means sleep, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? When we were kids, our parents used to tell us, before going to sleep, have a proper account of your entire day. So my mother used to tell me, think of what good things you did today, what bad things you did today. दिन भर आपने आज क्या किया है सोचो, अच्छा क्या किया है, बुरा क्या किया है. बुरा अगर किया है तो वो ठान लो कि कल नहीं करना है. So the same thing is poet is using here. When you go to sleep, will God talk to you that you have earned one more day? That is, you have added one better thing in your future. Or he would say something else. If at all God would speak to you, what he would say? So these are the questions that the poet has in store for all the readers. Actually, these are not questions. These are rhetoric questions, which mean that they do not intend to have a proper answer. They are merely there to emphasize these points, to highlight these points. Do something good to others, the same thing will come back to you. That is what is our universal law. If you give bad things to others, the same will come to you. If you give good things, the same thing will come to you. So give good deeds. Make people happy by your company. Don't try to give a kind of feeling where people will detest you. They will not like you. So remember, these things are very, very important in life. I have deliberately not read the meaning paraphrase which is given at the right side. These things, these points are for your reference, for your own help. So this is what Edgar Guest has to give us as a message. Overall, what is the message of the poem? What is the takeaway for this poem? It is in front of you. How important our good deeds are, that is given here. The poem helps us to understand how we need to treat others. We think of ourselves as overtly important. For us, only I, me, myself, these things are important. Others are not that much important. But we have to value them. We have to make them feel good when we are in their company. And kindness, compassion, these are the most important things of our life. Human life is all about compassion, sacrifice, pure love, and generosity. Poet has given importance to good deeds, good words. We need to keep them in mind. If we do this, God is always with us, destiny is always with us, and we definitely earn our tomorrow. Our future becomes bright if we make other people feel light. So, this is what is the message of the poem. Poetic devices, rhetorical questions, interrogation, these are the basic things. There are few more figures of speech which are used here. I would like you all to read the entire poem, find out the figures of speech, and write in the comment box. I definitely would read them and give you feedback on the same. I hope you all have enjoyed the poem. Keep the poem with you forever. This is message for your life. Thank you so much.